That's some good eats. First, I'd rather check the Monokuma file. No victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information in this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened in the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well.
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
Perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma appears!
Don't be rude. I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
No.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words...
So basically, you can have an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder,
Phew.
only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words...
Then we only need to figure out who the one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal.
Well...
Okay. Let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is...
Extreme!
The one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person.
Well now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened, and accomplice wouldn't benefit. Now I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. It does matter! She's the lead investigator!
Indeed.
I mean, I'd be carrying the class trial, but when I be messing up, she be having to answer. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro was responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information.
So,
You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended! When did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master. When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found. I keep messing up her voice. Anyway, you milk sack swimmer girl.
huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer.
What?
So what? I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still laying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure. I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us have an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's gonna be as straightforward as it seems. Oh Lord. Really just gave us absolutely nothing. Cold body, really big body. How was the killer able to move? How was big? Repository. If I remember correctly, Fumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was lying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh, what? Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Fumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does this mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that and why? Man, that don't make no sense! He'll never move again. A blow to the head. Justice Hammer 4. Carve laid out. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved? Okay. Let me speak with you.
So,
Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. What is it? After Ifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together.
but...
When we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. Yes, it was. I said that. And when we came here, as soon as the search started, there was no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. Celeste, please don't tell me it was you. I'm begging you, don't let it be you. That's another one of my favorite characters. There are many aspects of the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up in the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up. So we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. Soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Ifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costume assailant. When we found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor, we took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor and resumed our search. But not too long after leaving the nurse's office... What's wrong? Top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, we split and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed that she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Costume man, 3rd floor, he ran through the hallway. And then... that's when Hifumi died. Alright, I got it now, I got it. Shut up, I got it! Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died, yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words...
And there is no need to, no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kind of dumb. Do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Oh no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Because all the rule says is if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your #1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
I see.
Hold on, perhaps. I see. So that's what it means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What? What? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation.
Goodbye.
Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. Talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? He a jerk, bro. I hate him. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. Locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked before we started searching for the missing bodies. And the door was designed so that it can be only locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there was no one someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone, they had to have already been in here. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Could the justice hammers have been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and some chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Huh. Quite the clue. Oh, this. It's a dolly. It doesn't even have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. It wasn't in the equipment room when we found Taka's body. So that's how we moved Hifumi. And look at the wheel. It's got a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First the nurse's office, the equipment room. Oh. I need a swig. This is where we found Celeste. Celeste. Was she really attacked with this Justice Hammer 1? What the heck is with this thing? It really doesn't make sense. Because if she was attacked with it, she'd have a head injury. And not just like, you know, all the other stuff she has. Please don't tell me it was Celeste. I like her. Why are all my favorite characters becoming murderers? If this is Celeste, Hina, please. I know Kyoko's not gonna fall to it. I know Kyoko's not gonna become a killer. But Hina, I need you to stay strong. Please stay strong, Hina. I'm begging you. Please, Hina. You're like, she's like the last one she's my last hope. If Hina falls victim to the killy, stabby, then it's raps. Like, wallahi, I'm finished. Like, alright, what's crack-a-lapping? Celeste, you're innocent, right? You're innocent, right, Celeste? Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. You cannot have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of anything less than impossible. Celeste, you're innocent. I know you're innocent, Celeste. I know you wouldn't do this, Celeste. You wouldn't do this to me, Celeste. You wouldn't betray my trust like that, Celeste. I know you wouldn't. It's just a normal trash can. Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Ah, but it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth. Yeah, and it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me neither, but I think it might be important. That's probably what they use to clean off fat dude's glasses. The equipment room. I think the equipment room is in the lab. I keep thinking, hold on, bro. I'm finna run, right? This right here. I keep thinking that's Junko for some reason. It's like her ghost is haunting me. Like, I'm running through. I look and I'm like, is that Junko? And it's like, oh no, it's the freaking metal plates again. I keep messing that up. I don't know why I keep seeing Junko there. I mean, I wish I was seeing Junko there. I love Junko. It would actually be a miracle if like she wasn't dead, but no, she's dead. Oh my god, I done reminded myself too. Oh my lord. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the darling in the repository. There was blood on his tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms were on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Then how the freak did he move? If the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? How did he move Hifumi's body? Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. It's still a total mystery. Just as Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon is just left here. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Huh? This tarp. Feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Yes, it's the tarp. It's the tarp that was that. It's a similar tarp that what's his face used. That Taka was in. I guess there's nothing. Oh crap! So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of art very interesting indeed. You should go to Hero's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet me in the dining hall. This is the note Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So we said to go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there? Finna go to Hero's room. Hero room. I got 0 room for my legs. 0 room for my legs. Under this chair. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm feeling so fair. I'm not fair. Boy, I like to cheat. I just gotta win. I'm beating on my meat. Man, that's weird. You are weird. I like deers. I like ears. I got big ears. Ears like an elf. I'm sitting on a shelf. I'm eating on a dell. I'm not a cannibal. I'm rocking with Annabelle. What the freak? Alright, Yujiro Hanma. The door is unlocked. I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Hey, you being your meat in here? This is Hero's room. Why is the camera spazzing out like that? Stay still. This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means I can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I soundlessly checked the bathroom. Nothing in here, pretty grungy. How does a bathroom even get this dirty? Don't go to the door. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something in. Some things made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room, but wait. These blueprints, something about them bothers me. Honestly, it was probably Hifumi's blueprints, because he makes action figures. A normal bed. Can we see why this camera is tweaking? That's all? I thought there'd be something better, bro. Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as fast as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. They think they turn up at a time like this. Anyway, I need to head to the pool. What's going on? Why is bro just posted up? Kyoko, where have you been? Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I have had the worst day. Hero? There's a big locker near the pool. Okay, first of all, Kyoko.
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people that think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep. Don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you.
Huh?
Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
it would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but we were able to get Hero out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Ooh, free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious? The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone?
That's terrible!
Was Hero? Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up! Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking, blueprint. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
How do you know I'm the one? Maybe you should try it on yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is?
You look stupid.
I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
If he can't... Okay, I don't see how he could have killed 2 people or even moved. Oh, hey, you can't bend at the waist. What did Makoto say earlier about pushing the dolly? He was pushing the dolly. He was like, it's a little awkward, but if you bend at the waist, come on.
I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, Now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
Wait, what did he say? Oh! That's not a very nice thing to say. Why are you defending it, huh? You got caught up in the moment? Oh, you weren't thinking when you made the costume? Is that it? Come on, man. In a huff, Hina took the suit back off. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good, the arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this thing.
Just a second.
See, I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. There must have been one that looks the exact same but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, and show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence? You claim there was another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during the whole thing anyway.
That's terrible.
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Can someone, like, tell me?
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it. I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed.
How about that?
That's it, I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least 30% right.
Which means alter ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see, that's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh, unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us, just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so bad.
I know that note. No. Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole, maybe we could use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room. Then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
What, really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here for so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should. Don't be mean. Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. Please, you gotta believe me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us that note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro? No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broken, that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Ah, you're right. I need to look for the second suit in that note. Fee, don't fail me now. Guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. But if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away. Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey.
Kyoko, you need to stop playing with me like that, okay? You need to stop. Hold on. I need to calm down. Somebody on TikTok just compared me to Berlizzi. I think I might just die happy. So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know? They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer? Anyways, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. No, I was going the right way. Hold on. I was going the wrong way. Hold on. What is wrong with me? Hifumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then...
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth, she was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey.
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did?
Whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said you had a watch.
So then...
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
That's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long are you gonna keep us waiting? It's almost 10. Yeah, okay, whatever.
In other words...
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
However...
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto.
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
Because...
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this manual labor, right? Alright. Much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper.
Hey.
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. It doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
Is that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then...
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps she's left us with a few clues of his own. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper.
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hid it in on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or anything. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think about how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... It better be important, Hifumi. I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. That's not very good handwriting. So that's not Hiro. Hiro didn't write that.
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out. So don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. The time was different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked to meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had that note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. Some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to understand.
Hey.
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not there were any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention them. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role. I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in my mind. Already? It's Celeste.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to a proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. When I say in an episode, peace out, guys. I love y'all. Tap in next time.